all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
The Bossman Show. We're here with John Groce, coach of the Akron Zips out of the MAC. They're currently 11-3 right now. Coach, how are things going up there in Akron, man?
Going well. Enjoying coaching our team, having a ball with them, honestly, and still have a long way to go. I think we can get better, but we played some pretty good basketball to this point.
And, Coach, what would you say has been your biggest improvement in the program since we last spoke in 2017 when you got hired? I know when you get a new coach, you get hired, you have to kind of set your culture, set a foundation. So what's been the thing for you to really improve in your mind since 2017 to now?
Well, sometimes, JR, it's interesting. I hate it when guys say, well, you finally got your guys. Well, I'm a little different with that. But when I take a job and we start coaching kids, I always see all of them through the lens of they're our guys. And, having said that, obviously we wanted to play a certain style when I took the job, and we weren't quite able to do that the first year just because of lack of depth and roster situation that we inherited. And then obviously we took some steps in the second year and started to really make some headway, in particular with our man-to-man defense, which finished 22nd in the country and number 1 in the league last year. And it really became a staple and kind of an identity of what we do. And so obviously here we are in the second year. We're second in the league behind Ball State right now in defensive efficiency. Our offense has got better. We're playing a lot faster. We're a lot deeper. We're going 9 to 10 deep every night. We've got a good blend of experienced players with some young guys as well. And our core has done a great job of leading us, especially the guys that have been around and been with me now for 2 to 3 years. So we've done a lot of headway in a lot of areas, but, really like our locker room right now, and guys have really embraced, what we need them to do both on and off the floor.
And, Coach, that's the big key part of it, is that off-the-floor piece, whether it be the player development on court, working with the strength coach, nutrition-wise, and getting strong. Because, you need guys to last from November through March. So it's a long season. So getting with that strength coach and really working on their games in summertime is really key to a team being good when it counts right now in January, February, and into March, hopefully.
There's no question, JR. Obviously, what we do, we tell them everything matters. I mean, our spring training, our summer training, our fall training, our preseason, every practice, and guys have, really done a good job. Our leader, Christian Jackson, who's our point guard and our quarterback, he reminds the guys every day, he'll say before film starts, hey, just trying to go 1-0 today, fellas. And I think the guys have really bought into that. He was named the MAC East Player of the Week this week. We had Zarius Williams 2 to 3 weeks ago that was also named MAC East Player of the Week. And, we had one such award in the first 2 years, and now we've had two and only played 14 games. And a lot of that's just because of our team's success. As I told those guys today in the locker room, when individuals get recognized like that, it's because our team has been successful, and we see it as a team award, and we want to be happy for our teammates. And I think our guys genuinely were happy today for Christian. And, we have guys that have really bought into being a team. The morale's good. And we've done, like I said, we played some good basketball thus far, and we played different styles and different teams throughout the country over the course of the 14 games. And I think that's really helped us heading into league play.
And, Coach, this season I've been around multiple coaches this season down south here, hearing their different coach perspectives about guys buying into roles. I talked to a coach who said that probably his team is that the guys won't buy into the roles they're giving them. So how have you got your team to buy into the roles you set out for them this year and really execute their role and master that role and help the team be better because of them accepting and mastering the role that you guys set out for them?
Well, I think obviously, you've got to get your guys to buy into that. And what they're really doing is buying into you, and do they trust you? Do they believe in you? But a secondary part of that, JR, to be honest with you, is the basketball character of the guys you have in your locker room. And, for us right now, there's no question that this is the best buy-in that we've had. But in large part, you got to give a lot of credit to the people that certainly have raised them before we ever had a chance to coach them, whether it's their parents, their high school coaches, their AAU coaches who have been influential in some cases. And, those people have done a great job with these kids. And then you get them, and if you get guys that have basketball character and they dominate your locker room, obviously the buy-in piece, it's the coach's job to define the roles, and it's the players' jobs to embrace them and accept them. And, obviously we got a team right now that's really done that at a high level, and that's what makes them fun to be around.
I know that's right, Coach, because I feel like that basically when you win and you buy in, that camaraderie gets even better. And so what do you guys do as a team, Coach, to kind of build that bond even further with the guys off the court?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. We do a lot in the off season, and we even have done some things over break, whether it's different activities, go to an NBA game together, go to the movies together. In the off season, we have what we call Wacky Wednesdays, and we've done ping pong tournaments, bowling tournaments, laser tag, paintball, you name it. Things that guys pick that they want to do, that we want to do together as a team off the court, is just as important. And I think it does. It builds morale, and guys get to know each other as people, not just players. And so that's been an important part of what we do. And when we bring it in, we talk about being a family at the end of every workout, and we don't just want to talk about it. We want to be that way with our actions and our behaviors and the way that we think and our heart set and our mindset. And I really believe this team has done that. This team is really close, and they care about each other and serve each other. And it's interesting. I've always, you hear that saying all the time, coach-led teams have certainly an opportunity to be good teams, JR, but player-led teams have a chance to really overachieve at a high level. And we've got a team that's led by our players right now. They embody the culture, and they hold each other accountable, and that's what gives you a chance to really overachieve.
And, Coach, like we talked about earlier, you're 10-3 in non-conference. You lost to to two teams, high major teams, and played them very tough. He lost to a great mid-major team in Liberty, who's Dowday's son doing big things. So you have to feel good about knowing that you guys are 10-3, and the guys who you lost to are great teams. They're not scrubs you lost to. So you take a little bit of a world victory from those losses as well.
No question. I think the combined record of those three teams is somewhere around 40-ish wins and 5 losses. So it's, no question about it. We played an aggressive schedule. All 3 of those games were away from home. And, obviously we had some other good wins against teams that away from home as well, and our guys have taken pride in that. So it tested us for sure. And it was really an odd deal, JR, because I can't remember a year where we played in 13 games against a team that played 40 minutes of matchup zone, against a team that played 40 minutes of the Syracuse 2-3 zone, against a team that pressed us for 40 straight minutes, against a team that pressured and denied and tried to pressure us out of the gym and trap ball screens. We played teams that have switched them and squeezed them and iced them. And we've seen all these. We've seen fast break teams. We've seen slow and deliberate teams. And I think our non-conference, not only from the perspective of the quality of the opponents, but also the styles that we played against, really has prepared us well for about anything that gets thrown our way.
And, Coach, one guy I know very well is Ron Hunter. That zone he plays is one of a kind. I know Bayheim has a good zone, too, but watching Ron Hunter's zone for those years at Georgia State, Mark Bonson, Georgia Southern, told me this off the record. He said, Jerry, I still don't know how to figure out this zone, and Ron throws that shit. I've been coaching against the guy 5 years, So yeah. Ron's zone is one of a kind.
No question, and he does a great job. He's been doing it for a long time and has been very successful, and that was the matchup I was talking about where we had to play the matchup zone in D.C. And Tulane just beat Cincinnati the other night and played Memphis tough at Memphis, and he's done just a great job with the Tulane program and did it through recruiting, and they've really got some talented players, and obviously he coaches them well and coaches that matchup. So that was a big win for us, and we were able to lead 30-some minutes of the game and then make some plays at the end to win it. But we're certainly fortunate to beat them. Ron does a good job.
And, Coach, you are undefeated at home. So was defending the home court something you guys emphasized with your team this year? Like, we want to make sure we win our home games as means we can. Make sure we defend the Zips home no matter what we do. And we try to get us a split on the road there. For
sure, JR. Our guys have been, they've set some goals, and they know that the best teams year in and year out play really good basketball at home and win games at home. And then the really, really good teams that have an opportunity to do special things find a way to win games on the road. And so they've talked about that as a group and had some goals there. And there's no question that, they're locked in on making sure that, we play good basketball at home.
And, Coach, you got a good win against Eastern Michigan. Coach Murphy does a great job over there with those guys. You got pretty good there on Saturday. What was the key to that win over those guys?
Well, we made some shots, first of all, and you can't control that game in and game out. But I told our guys, and I've been telling them now, and it's a big reason why I'm proud of what we're doing defensively dating back to last year, and we talked about that earlier, is defense travels. And so, we defended really well in that game, held them to 40-some points. And as you said, Rob does a really good job. The Ty Groce kid has really developed and improved. And then the 7-footer Torres, a load inside at 17 rebounds. So we had our hands full, but I thought our guys really embraced scouting. I thought we were on edge. Thought we competed, played with great effort. Thought we defended the ball as a team and, really had one of our better defensive performances of the year.
And you got Western Michigan coming up here, coaches. So as you prepare for those guys, what were you expecting from those guys? I know they're a tough team as well with a good record as well as you guys are.
Yeah, Hawk's been there 17 years, so I coached against him in my first stint in the league and now this second stint. And his teams are always really, really physical. They've got 2 terrific players in Johnson and Flowers. And I really like their freshman 5-man Titus Wright, their freshman point guard Artis White, is also really talented and was a runner-up Mr. Basketball in the state of Michigan. And those 2 freshmen have played a lot and played through mistakes and had some successes, and I think it's made them a lot more seasoned than you would typically see out of freshmen this time of year. The kid Cruz from Chicago is a good player, and they had a big win over Ohio on Saturday. So, it'll be a good test. We were one of 4 leagues, JR, in the country that had every team entering league play had a winning record, all 12 of them. So the parity right now is at an all-time high in our league. And, you know, if you get a win in this league, home or away, you're very fortunate. You know, you got to get on the bus in the case of Saturday when we beat Eastern on the road, and make sure you get out of town before they change the score.
You got that right, Coach. That's what I got for you, Coach. You have a young man from Georgia on your roster, from Albany, Georgia, down by what my girlfriend's from, off of Highway 82 down there in Tyler Cheese. So how's Tyler had an impact on your program, and what does it mean for you guys going forward?
Well, he means a lot to us, obviously, from the standpoint that, you know, he's been with us now 2 years, and, you know, he's not only a good basketball player, but he's really grown and progressed as a person and student, and that's what I'm most proud of. But he's a really good player. I mean, he's left-handed, 6'4", 6'5", poses a lot of matchup problems at the guard spot with his size. You can play him like he plays all over the place for us, and Tyler's a really intelligent player. You know, he and I enjoy sitting down the next day and always talking about the previous night's games that we watched. You know, if we watched an NBA game, or Tyler's always following the NBA and special situations, and, you know, he'll send me a video of a play he saw ran the night before by a team, whether it's collegiately or professionally, and he's always watching basketball, extremely intelligent, and just a really big part of what we do at both ends of the floor.
Is he a Hawks fan, Coach, by any chance?
You know, it's interesting with him. A lot of these kids these days, JR, they root for players. They like players. He's a lefty. He's 6'4", 6'5". He has a gift to score. So if you were guessing, JR, what lefty in the league can really score the ball that plays point guard that has great size?
Mr. Harden, who I'll see on Wednesday night here in Atlanta.
You nailed it. He loves James Harden. He loves those bigger guards. You know, he likes Westbrook. And it's interesting, these guys don't root for teams as much anymore as when I was growing up, as they do players that they really like. But, you know, a handful of them have certain teams, but Tyler's one of those guys that roots for players.
Well, Coach, I've been a Hawks fan my whole life. Born in 87, been a Hawks fan my whole life. 32 years of my life, Coach, been a Hawks fan. Through the good, bad, and different.
Yeah, no, as I told you off the air there, you have one of my all-time favorites because I coached him in Evan Turner, who was the college basketball player of the year, and, you know, made all of us look good when we were at Ohio State, and even better person. So, you know, I'm happy for Evan and all the successes that he's had, and, you know, make sure you guys take good care of him down there in Atlanta.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Hope to see you at the Final Four, Coach. I'll be all around talking to coaches, so hope to catch you when you're in town, man, for the Final Four.
Hey, really appreciate it, JR. Thanks for having us on, man.
Coach, have a great time at practice, man. Good to talk to you again as always.
Thanks.
All right, it's John Groce here on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night the my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.